Hello to everybody. Thank you for everybody who joined our channel. I am a historian and also I'm guide from Ukraine. I provide the live video about Ukrainian history from Paleolithic time to, I don't know, probably till nowadays, I will see. So you can see previous video there's in this page. So today we're going to talk about Bronze Age in Ukraine. It's date from 3rd millennium BC till 2nd millennium BC, I think, about 2000 years. And it's really a great epoch, not only for Ukraine, but also for many people who live now in Europe, who live now in Ukraine, in Russia. Difference, because in that time there are formed the big European group, European language group. So-called Indo-Europeans. Exactly in that time it was the big group of people. There were many different groups, but all of them have many the same features. And this group of people lived, started from the Rhine, from Germans, till the Volga, river Volga in Russia. It was huge civilization. No ever in the history we had not such a big group of people who speak similar language. It was like pra-language, old language of many modern language, such as Latin. It started with Latin, Sanskrit, German, Slavic languages, and difference. These people called Indo-European, somebody called them Aryans, but unfortunately this topic was discriminated in 20th century. You know why? Because many people, some group of people use this topic for occupied the world. One of them was Hitler, as you know. And how it's happened? So the big group of the people live from the Rhine till the Volga, like here. These people can divide it into the big two big groups. One of them live on the north, near the Baltic, on the north of Ukraine, Russia. They were Germans, Baltic, and also Slavic. These people were more like agricultural. They had cattle, and also they make agricultural. And all of them use the same ceramic. You can see this dish. It have typical ornament from that time. It look like ware. It look like this ornament made of the ware. The wares. So probably they use some rope, yes, wares for make this ornament. And such kind of ornament was typical and for Germans and for Baltic and also for Slavic people. And it was spread even in the East. So that is why some Hitler's scientists got the idea that somewhere in German live some kind of the Aryans, the big European, who with some time occupied modern Slavic land. They came to Russia and they reached Volga. That is why the main idea was Hitler was occupied Russia till Volga. When his army in 1943 came to Volga, he was really very happy. There is even song about Volga. Hitler sang German song about Volga. This river, it was like dream of them. So they thought that these people came from the west to east, but we don't know exactly where origin of these people was. Many scientists think that these people originally was from the north of the Black Sea. That they came somewhere from this place, from Ukraine. There was Poland from one side, somewhere in the middle of this big area. So it was on the north, but in the south of Ukraine, in the south of this civilization, you can see here near the area of the, I think it's about Austria, Italy, Ukraine, south of Russia, Caucasian region. There lived the big group of Aryans, and exactly from this name Hitler used in his theory about Aryans. So it was like a mix of different ideas. I don't think that he knew really these people. He just takes something from the north, takes something from the east, and make his theory about the big occupation of this area by Aryans. So these people who live in the south of Ukraine, in the south of Europe, yeah, they're cattle. They have many cattle, and they almost hadn't settlement. They travel around all the time from one place to another. Only one stuff that they left for us were the Burel Mount. This is kurgan. We call them kurgan, Burel Mount, the big grave of these people. Inside, in the land, they make the big chamber for their kings. Put the body of the king inside of the land, and outside they make the big hill with ground. Until now, in the area of Ukraine, you can see many of such kind of the kurgan. After they were typical also for ski dance. We will talk about ski dance in the next topic. Why they did like this? Because they believe that life never ends, that life continue in the underground world. It's like the old idea about reincarnation, about that your soul don't died, but go to other people that started new life. Yes. So the idea is that the land itself, it's like the mother, the woman, it's a female symbol, and the land take inside the body of the dead people, the body of the king. And the big hill, it's a symbol of the male. It's a symbol, so it's like connection between female and male. And on the top of this burial mound, they put the big idol. We call them Baba, you can see here. This is amazing statue. This statue was found in Dnipropetrovsk region in the south of Ukraine. It have many different decoration. For example, here you can see tree of life, because they believe in their, it's very important for them their family. They believe in the family, like in grandfather, father, and their children. Yeah. In the both side of his back, you can see symbol of sun and moon. So it's like a pagan symbol. Here on the bottom level, his feet. You can see his feet everywhere in in Aryans culture. Very popular were feet, image of feet. Even European culture, I think, because such kind of feet were found also in Spain, in Europe, and also in India and Iran. Here you can see different instruments that the people use in that time. According to this statue, and according to Aryans' belief, all society was divided into militarist, priest, independent cattleman, and not independent, no independent people like slaves. Yeah. And such kind of belief will continue in Indians' belief. And you can ask me why Indians? In the second millennium BC, these people, cattleman people, came to India. They came also to Iran, and they possessed this area. The north of India, for example, was occupied by Aryans. And there are already many writing about this event, because, for example, Rig Veda, this is a holy book of Indians people. Rig Veda was written by Aryans and like mixed with the local culture as well. They call them blue eyes, white skin people. They were different from the local people, and that is why the authority of India for the long time stay white, more white than other people. And all society was divided into all the big group, like militaries, priests, businessmen, and depend people. And inside way was formed Vedic gods, and probably this man is like pro old Vedic god, the old god of Europeans, Indo-Aryans, and it was found in Ukraine. This statue now is in a museum in Dnipropetrovsk region, and many foreigners, many Indians who came there, they just admire the statue. They think that this is like the old dear god. But we come back to the Bronze Age. In that time when the big group of Indo-Europeans live in the area of Ukraine, in the Middle East there appeared the first civilization, the first state. First of them was Sumerian state. Sumeri, probably they were also Indo-European. They already created cities. They have writing, they make writing. This is the stones with writing. And I like such kind of statues. It's really look impressive if you can see it in ordinary. For example, I have seen such kind of statue in a British Museum. It's look gigantic, just the big one. This is wing bull with a man head. It was like guard to Sumerian palace of Sumerian king. It's really look impressive. Or like this scene of hunting. Here, by the way, are my archaeological digging of this sculpture. This is me in the time when I studied at university many years ago. So we made digging of Indo-Europeans who live in this area. This is central Ukraine, Cherkasy region, and you can see that we divided all the land into the square, meter to meters, and slowly, carefully we took away the old items that we found from there. These items were mostly part of ceramic, stones, stone knives, nothing special, but for our professor it was like gold. We work from the morning till the evening. Yeah, but it was really impressive, the first my archaeological digging. So we had a dig of settlement, one of the settlement of these people. As I told, they almost didn't have settlement, but in the area where they had connection with local agricultural tribes, they create some kind of the settlements, and we made excavation. We excavated this. And by the way, in that time, as it was Bronze Age, it started metal. They started to use metal. They started to use bronze. And the richest tribe in the territory of Ukraine live in Donetsk region. You know why? Because Donetsk region is famous with first copper mines. They dig copper. Yes, and probably from that time we had the first copper mine in Ukraine. This part of the people who lived there, it was like elite. It was they were rich. They were divided into different groups, and what they did, I can show you this man, this guy. You can see his head is up. It's very long. You see. Why they did it and how they did it. When children are small, that when you are just children, they tied your head with something tightly, yeah, and you should live with this for many years, and your scallops became growing up. So in such a day, they would like to say that they are unique, they are different from other people, and such kind of skeletons you can find just in the rich burial mound, in the rich kurgan. It look like this. So this is skeletons of Indo-Aryans. So I think this is all that I would like to tell you about this. So this all these people, Indo-Europeans, they created basically from this group came the main languages. It's really great history, and I think it's need to discover more. We need to develop this topic. So thank you for watching, who was watching me or who will be watching me. And have a good week, have a good weekend, because tomorrow is Friday and after our weekends. See you next week.